Hey, welcome back to the Wrestle Show. Thanks for joining me. As always, hit that like, subscribe button down below, and let's get right to the news of the day. Not a whole lot to report, but I figured I'd give you a special upload, considering I've been a little off the last few days. I was supposed to have gotten something out Thursday and early Friday, but we had some problems with my dog. So, I'm going to be releasing them today, Saturday the 16th. But let's get right to it. Apparently, even though there was no mention of it during the Mae Young finale, the Mae Young Classic finale the other day, there are still plans apparently for Ronda Rousey to be making her debut into the WWE at some point. Not really debut, but I guess you could say re-debut, or pushing some storyline with her in the supposed four horsewomen kind of angle they were doing. But I still believe that this will happen. We're not sure. The issue is planning and stuff and knowing when Ronda Rousey will be available. Because apparently she's got a lot of busy. She's really busy doing things. WWE's just got to find a way to schedule it where it all works. Also in the news, apparently, based on the fact that WWE hasn't mentioned it in weeks, the storyline that they had started with Goldust a few weeks ago, where he was going to start basically, getting behind a new up and comer, basically, and trying to, push them into the limelight and everything, apparently has been scrapped, as they have not mentioned it in about 3 weeks. It appears that it's just out of nowhere not happening, and there's really no explanation as to why. I guess they just decided it wasn't working. I'm not sure what they're going to do with Goldust. I mean, he was on last week's show, wrestled and everything, but they didn't really mention anything about storyline or anything. He was just out there wrestling. So it wasn't really much to it. But that's about all I have on that. Is apparently they've scrapped the idea and they're not looking to do that particular angle anymore. We will see, I guess, in time. And lastly, apparently, as you all probably saw, Tuesday night's SmackDown Live episode, the bit with Vince McMahon and Kevin Owens, as Kurt Angle called it, the headbutt heard round the world. It has been taken pretty good by a lot of the people within the industry, a lot of the people, within the WWE and former people of the WWE have been really high on the segment. And of course, like Hulk Hogan said, Vince McMahon is one of the best, basically, at getting people over. And if Shane McMahon can, put the icing on the cake, basically, at the next pay-per-view, then he feels that Kevin Owens will, basically be golden for the rest of his career. And I don't really think Kevin Owens needed a lot of help getting over, but I think with this whole feud going with the McMahons, and especially with the headbutt and the fighting of Vince McMahon yesterday, or on Tuesday, the way it all worked out, I think it'll be really good for the WWE as well as Kevin Owens going forward within his WWE career. I thought it was a great segment, probably one of the better segments I've seen in a long time in the WWE. I was really entertained. Apparently, according to Dave Meltzer, that it was actually Vince McMahon's blood, but apparently they're figuring he was, kind of prepped for it backstage a little bit. But that's really all I got for you today. A little bit of news, not a whole lot going on. Apparently, though, I did see some tweets from Ric Flair out. Apparently, he's doing better. He was at a military academy yesterday. He was doing really well, looks like, while walking around. He's really back. It looks like he's getting back to being healthy and good to go. So, that's pretty good. I'd also like to take one second here to say, keep the people that were involved in Irma, in your thoughts and prayers and stuff. Don't forget about the people that are dealing with the aftermath of Harvey. Even though down here in Texas it seems like they're starting to get things back together down south Texas. But don't forget, those people still need help. People like the Salvation Army, Red Cross, people like that still need money to help these people that were both affected by Irma and Harvey. And don't forget about what's going on in Mexico either. They got hit by a Category 1 hurricane, and then the same week they had a 8.1 earthquake that was felt as far as Mexico City, as well as the fact that there were dozens killed in that earthquake. So please keep all those people in your thoughts and prayers. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you down the road.